The air was suffocating. Sara looked into the night sky above Tel Aviv. Rumors were spreading, quietly, dangerously, about a conspiracy within Mossad itself. An Iranian sniper was already inside the city, recruited from within Mossad intelligence. The target was of the highest value. They were about to make a statement, something the world had never seen before, a retaliation for Ali Khamenei. The warning didn't come through intelligence channels. It came through fear. Since the failed attempt on Mujtaba Khamenei, the message from Iran had been clear. They would respond. Not loudly, not recklessly, but precisely. A high-value target inside Israel. Someone who held the keys to secrets that could shift the balance of power in the Middle East. Sara Darvishi stood in silence, hidden in the fractured skyline of Tel Aviv. The city was wounded. Buildings reduced to skeletons, glass shattered. Concrete dust is still hanging in the night air. Her phone vibrated softly, a secure satellite line. "Do you think this is real?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. On the other end, Ariel Cohen paused before responding. "Have you heard anything?" he asked carefully. A beat. "Do you think it's Netanyahu?" Sarah's eyes moved slowly across the rooftops. Every shadow mattered, every reflection, every silence. "I don't think they're that reckless," she said, "but they're going to strike." A pause. Right here, inside Tel Aviv. Ariel exhaled sharply. "That means they've bypassed everything." Sara nodded. David Sling, Iron Dome. She let the thoughts settle. They've found another way in. Ariel's voice lowered. "If they take out Netanyahu," Sara finished it. "That's the beginning of something we can't control. A beat. Maybe even a third world war." Silence. "But I don't think he's the target," she added. "Where are you?" Ariel asked. Sara didn't answer directly. "It feels like Mossad has been off," she said slowly, "for the past week." A pause. "And the US hasn't moved on the Strait of Hormuz." Something was wrong, not just operationally, systemically. Then, another call came in. Sara glanced at the screen. Her expression hardened. A familiar number. "Hold on," she told Ariel. She answered. "Hello?" The voice on the other end was trembling. "Have you heard?" Sara recognized it immediately. Vicky, secretary to the former director of the National Counterterrorism Center. "There's a bounty," Vicky whispered, "right inside Tel Aviv." Sara's grip tightened on the phone. "On who?" "We don't think it's Netanyahu," Vicky said quickly. "That would mean total destruction for Iran." A pause. "Who do you think it is?" Sara waited. Vicky began to say a name, but then a voice in the background. "Please." 2 gunshots. Silence. Then a man's voice. Cold. Controlled. "We know who you are." A pause. "And we're coming for you." The line went dead. Sara didn't move. Not immediately. Then, she switched back to Ariel. "They killed her," she said flatly. Ariel went silent. "She was about to give me a name," Sara continued. "And then, 2 shots." The weight of it settled between them. "Then it's true," Ariel said quietly. Sara closed her eyes. "Mossad has been infiltrated." "I want you on this," Ariel said. His voice was firm now, decisive. "You're the only one who can move without being seen." Sara nodded. "You're a ghost," he continued. "We'll give you satellite support." Sara looked up at the broken skyline again. Most of the high-rise buildings were damaged, some completely destroyed. Perfect vantage points. "Whoever is taking the shot," she said quietly, "will need elevation." At exactly 9 p.m., the meeting began. High level, restricted, heavily guarded. But one detail stood out. Benjamin Netanyahu was not present. Sara stayed in the shadows, watching, waiting. Her eyes moved constantly, roof to roof, window to window, shadow to shadow. Minutes passed, slow, heavy. Then, at 10:10 p.m., everything changed. Netanyahu entered. The room shifted instantly. He walked to the podium, calm, confident, unshaken. Sara narrowed her eyes. Something felt wrong. Too perfect, too exposed. Then, a flash. 2 shots, sharp, precise. The bullet struck, directly to the forehead. Netanyahu collapsed instantly. The night died. Chaos erupted. Screams, gunfire, confusion. But Sara didn't look at the body. She looked up, and she saw him, the assassin, positioned high above, inside a shattered building. She reacted instantly, raised her weapon, fired twice, missed. The assassin turned, tried to run, then stopped. He understood. There was no escape. He reached into his vest, pressed a trigger. The explosion tore through the rooftop. He died instantly, taking 2 officers with him. Silence followed. Then the world reacted. Within minutes, Iranian television broadcast the footage, the moment. The shot was taken, the fall. The message was clear. They had succeeded. But across the world, inside Washington, D.C., a different reality unfolded. A live broadcast began, and standing beside Donald Trump was a man the world believed was dead, Benjamin Netanyahu, alive. The world froze. Shock spread instantly, across nations, across intelligence agencies, across enemies. Sara watched the screen from the darkness. She didn't smile, but she understood. "They knew," she whispered. This had never been a failure. It was a trap, a calculated move. They had identified the leak, tracked the infiltration, and made a decision. They sacrificed a double, to expose the enemy, to send a message. No system is untouchable. No infiltration goes unseen. Sara lowered her weapon. Once again, she had been right. And once again, she disappeared. No trace, no signal, no shadow. Because ghosts don't stay.